is Dr. Ellie Staple, and I'm a psychiatrist. I specialize in those individuals who believe they are superheroes.
My bones break easily. I've had 94 breaks in my life.
But you have an extraordinary IQ.
This is not a cartoon. This is the real world.
No way.
And yet, some of us still don't die with bullets. Are you ready?
What do we call you, sir?
First name, Mr. Last name, Glass.
So I just want to mention right now, real quick, that I don't know if you've seen, but like I've got my Superman jacket and I got my Batman shirt.
You do, I noticed.
So yeah, we've been talking about DC now. So I'd say let's move on to
The
a
good
different.
superhero stuff. The juicy superhero stuff.
Okay, let's be honest right now. Glass.
Yes.
Like this is the superhero trilogy right here. Unbreakable, Split, Glass that we never knew we wanted.
Not until, after Split that we realized like this is all connected somehow.
Yeah, like first let's talk about what we saw in the trailer
Yeah.
for Glass.
So, start the trailer off with Sarah Paulson just being excited as hell meeting these three individuals. So she's obviously a professional in her field, which is classifying people who think they're superheroes.
Yeah.
So we're following that, and we start to see what these three characters have been doing in the past, 10, 15 years since
Yeah.
Unbreakable has been going on, in the past 2 years, I think, since Split's
Split.
been out.
Yeah, like she even says that it's a growing field. So it really makes you think that
We're
what
probably going to
else?
see a rogues gallery of some kind
That would be
in this
pretty
movie.
dope.
I wouldn't be against it. There's got to be more people with more abilities, more powers, more strengths and weaknesses.
I remember when M. Night Shyamalan was like talking about Split after it had been out for a couple of weeks. Like he was talking about how it was incorporated in the Unbreakable universe and how he was talking about the whole concept of grounded powers. So it makes me think about that's always been the basis, like a grounded superhero universe. So what other powers can they take from an over-exaggerated point of view,
And just tone it down.
tone it down to like realistic?
And put it in a real setting. Yeah, Bruce Willis is using his power for security. James McAvoy, as we saw at the end of Split, he's sort of just a fugitive on the run, figuring out his powers and collecting body counts as he goes. And then in the trailer, he comes across Mr. Glass,
Yeah,
who I guess has been in jail since the end of Unbreakable.
yeah.
So what I guess we want to end with on just watching the trailer is like just seeing them use their powers. We see Bruce Willis bending stuff and throwing people, and we see James McAvoy running around on all fours and,
Yeah.
and enacting the beast.
And you see, like, the cool thing that I like is it's not like we have to save the world. Like, that's what most superhero movies
so
are
big,
nowadays.
so huge.
This is more of a personal level where, like, I remember seeing, like, even the little teasers that they had before the trailer was released. One of the quotes that Bruce Willis uses is, or what he says is, he's a mass murderer. He has to be stopped. And that's what he is. Or he might have been referring to Samuel Jackson or Mr. Glass. But, like, for the Beast, that's what I see him as. Like, he's just a psychopathic killer. He doesn't want to rule the world.
No, and what I like about these characters with the arcs that they've established is like at the end of Split, we realize why the Beast does what he does, why the Beast came to be. It's because he wants to see people in pain, because
Yeah.
he believes like pain is purity.
Yeah.
Who has been in pain his entire life?
He was
Mr.
abused.
Glass.
And the Beast was abused as a kid as
Yeah,
well.
so like I think when they get together in the movie, that's going to be like the oh shit moment of like he's going to look at Mr. Glass like you are the most pure being ever because all you know is pain. So
Yeah.
teach me, like I'm yours to command. Like I'm your second in command, and he's going to use James McAvoy to get at Bruce Willis somehow. So like it's just really cool to see this grounded, superhero franchise, superhero universe.
This is even, or like one of the quotes from the first movie is, it was always hinted at since the beginning, where Elijah Price, Mr. Glass, his mom, at the very end, she talks to David Dunn, and she says, yeah, this is the soldier villain fighting against the hero. And then you have the arch nemesis who fights the hero with his mind. It goes something like that. Yeah. And so it's like, oh man, like M. Night was giving us in all along. Like this is what it's been building up to, even since
Yeah.
the beginning.
Like, let's talk about what we're excited to see in this movie. I guess we kind of already did, but like, what scene in the trailer really stuck out to you? Of like, oh my god, I can't wait to see this.
For me, like before the trailer came out, like I always wondered how would this look? Would it have action in it, or would it be like a slow build up like Unbreakable was in Split? Like, is that how he would play it? But no, I'm watching the trailer and like you actually get to see some shots of the Beast versus David Dunn. And
Bruce
like,
Willis's character.
yeah, like for me personally, like the shot that stands out is when the Beast grabs him and he throws him like at like a water tower of
Yeah,
some
like a
sort.
dome of some kind.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh man, we're actually gonna get
Yeah.
throwdowns.
I'm excited for. I think James McAvoy's character the most in this. Like second being Samuel L. Jackson's character, just because James McAvoy only had the chance to play what like 4 or 5 characters from his Split personalities in Split, and
Yeah.
that's what people complain about the most is we only got to see a few. How come there's 23 if we don't get to see 23? First of all, that would have been too long of a movie.
Yeah.
Second of all, if we do another one, now you get to see these other personalities. Now he's gonna have one that speaks Spanish, one that's sort of like a thug, I guess. So we're gonna see more comedy, I think, with the Split personalities, and they won't really. I don't think they're gonna have as much of an impact as the Beast and Hedwig and Patricia will, since they had such an integral role in Split.
Yeah.
They're gonna have one in this one too. But I just want to see him as the Beast running around in that scene where he's on all fours and he goes from. I can tell he's going from running on 2 feet to just running on all 4. Like he just
Yeah.
makes that transition like that in the scene. It just gave me chills.
It's like I think M. Night Shyamalan knows like how to bounce out where it's like Unbreakable was, you know, the superhero origin story, while at the same time too the hero discovering his arch nemesis.
Right.
Split was a supervillain origin story, which was pretty awesome.
We didn't realize that until the last scene.
when we went to go watch the movie. We
Yeah,
just
so let's
thought
talk
to-
about that because this is like the
Yeah.
first movie that Joseph and I actually saw together, like as
Yeah.
friends. And we said we're gonna sit down and watch this movie. And when we watched it, we enjoyed it. You know, we talked about how we like M. Night Shyamalan, and when we saw that end scene, that's when it just kept connecting.
Right when
we
they-
saw the diner, and then we see them talking about a
Mr.
guy
G-
in a
And
wheelchair.
it's like 15 years ago. It's like, wait a second, what movie
You're
was
like,
made 15 years
huh,
ago?
wait a minute,
And
Unbreakable.
then
Oh no!
Bruce
then as soon as you see
Willis.
Bruce Willis in that jacket, you're like, "Yup."
I was, like
It's
my
connected.
mind was friggin' blown. I was like, oh my gosh.
And I think we were the only two in the theater that were really freaking out. Everyone was really quiet. They
I
were
think
just
we
like,
were the only two in the theater.
"Oh, Bruce Willis is in this. That's cool." But we were just like, "You guys have no idea.
No.
You have no idea."
No, like so many people who I talked to who saw Split, they go, so what's Bruce Willis's character? Is he gonna give me like hunt him down? It's like, back up a second. Let me fill you in. Go watch Unbreakable. Then it all makes sense.
Because, and this is what I think makes this movie so significant too. Not just like the concept and all that, and the characters and the actors and all that, but this is M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
This is a guy who we know we're going over. We're okay going over on this topic because this is one that we really care about.
Yeah. This one is like the big
Um,
one for us.
He started off as being like the next Spielberg with
Mm.
Sixth Sense, and then he's kept that momentum going with Unbreakable, which totally broke the norm in terms of superhero movies
For-
at that time.
for-
This is during Spider-Man.
Yeah. For that one, like they kept saying that it was a superhero movie that was maybe made too early,
Yeah,
but it was the one we didn't know
easily.
we wanted.
We didn't know.
We
at
didn't
the time.
appreciate it till years later.
And then he did Signs after that. I actually loved Signs. Not a lot
Same.
of people fell off at that one, but it was Lady in the Water. I think that just
Yeah.
started was the beginning of the end. The Village was okay, but Lady in the Water was the beginning of the end. Then he started just making shit movie after shit movie,
Mhm.
ending with Avatar: The Last Airbender. That
That
was the
one-
one that just had everybody saying, "We're done with you," and he was pushed off to the side. But I think he finally realized his mistake,
Yeah.
and he rose above it. And it started with Devil. He produced Devil.
Mhm.
It was awesome, and then he did The Visit.
The Visit.
That's
was
what got
good.
me back onto the train.
I still have yet to see The Visit, but I heard a lot of good things
It's
about
small. It's okay. It's a starting point. That's
Yeah.
really all it is. It's a starting point of like now he's getting back to form,
it. And then after The Visit, then you had Split.
and it knocked it out of the park, man.
And what,
So I'm really excited for this.
what works so well for Split though too is that it had a small budget, and that's all you need. You just need your actors, you need your
You need
location,
a good actor that knows what the character is
Mhm.
and just build off of that.
and then, oh man, dude, just like with this one, of course the budget looks like it's bigger, but at the same time too, it's not sacrificing the heart of the movie.
No, not at all.
Like this is what we like. We're gonna get some action definitely between David Dunn and the Beast, and then we're gonna have the whole intellectual aspect with Mr. Glass.
Yeah, I want to see that too. I want to see what Mr. Glass is going to bring to the table, being
Mhm.
a guy who just has broken bones, because that's what the name of the movie is, Glass.
Yeah.
This is Samuel L. Jackson's movie.
yeah.
So whatever moves he makes are going to be the ones that we got to pay attention to.
Yeah, and here's my question: though. They never actually gave Bruce Willis's character in terms of a superhero name.
I
So
think they did, in Unbreakable, didn't
don't
they?
think
Like
they-
Mighty Man or something.
no,
I'm pretty sure they gave him something.
I don't know, but I actually thought his
The,
name
the
was
guard or
I was
the
thinking his name would be just security,
I
just
think,
because
yeah,
that's
of
what
the
it says on his
jacket.
poncho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that had something to do with the incorporation of it.
So for now, in terms of his superhero name,
What are
I'm
we
just
gonna
gonna
call
call
him?
I'm gonna call him Security.
Security?
That's
Seguridad. Seguridad. That's what I'm calling
That's
it.
probably gonna be the sequel to Sicario,
Yeah.
the next one. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna call him, Security. So we don't have to wait too long. January. That's what we're
I'm
waiting.
so excited for that one. I'm gonna be the first in line.
Oh man, we're gonna watch
Shyamalan,
it. We're gonna watch that together.
Then
Albert,
you'll be
you're coming
second in
too.
line, and he'll be third in line.